Kojo. You had low expectation for the logic, the logic quotient of the song. Oh, but Charlie, he normally makes sense, doesn't he? Anyway, all right. Listen, why don't we get into things real quick in just a moment. First of all, good morning, Ray. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hope you're well too.
I'm all right. Finance Minister was talking yesterday.
Yes. He said
if you want to know what's happening with the
as you know, this is the place to be.
Indeed.
So if you are intending on tuning in elsewhere, you will know what's happening now. The economy, you will be very late. You will hear it later on in the evening. If you want to start to know what's happening in the world with our IMF program, this is your station. Yeah, Mamavi has all the details today.
Yes. Don't you, Lizzie?
Oh, hi, Kojo.
Hey, what's up? We were talking about this song and wondering what you think about it.
Soja. I love it.
They kill me. Jamo, they kill me. Jamo, they kill me. And I don't feel okay. My heart is beating so fast, you. So fast. Okay. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come, no make them catch you up there. Don't let them catch your skin, no. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come, no make them catch you up there.
Soldier. Oh, what? I totally disagree with. Okay, well, it's not a disagreement, but I love it. I mean, I've heard some people say, yeah, one way be, but I think it's the words that matter.
I've not heard it before, but it's okay.
One way. I don't think he has two songs that are the same. So how is one way? How is he one way?
Say, Charlie.
I've never heard anyone describe.
I heard that the day it started trending. I mean, that's when he released it.
One way.
But I love it.
So how is this like Kweku the Traveler? In what way are they similar?
The same person sang it.
That's about it too. That's about the only similarity I can see. Anyway, it's our inspirational song this morning, brought to you by Duraplus, where Duraplus goes, water flows, and Republic Bank, where the one for you.
Onto our Drive Safe campaign now, brought to us by Joe News and Multimedia Group, is supported by Toyota Ghana Company Limited, Toyota Superior Quality, and Imperial General Assurance Solid Protection. Avoid all distractions, keep both eyes on the road and hands on the steering wheel. Be visible, drive with your lights on when necessary. That's how to ensure your safe arrival.
Let's learn how to say it right. Brought to us by Kingdom Books. At Kingdom, quality and affordability are their hallmarks.
Down all these new words we're sharing on Say It Right. I hope you get the chance to use them as often as you can. Here's one for today. Effete. E-F-F-E-T-E. Effete. It is an adjective that describes something so sophisticated and refined that it becomes impractical or useless. Let's put it in a sentence. Her long, ornate fingernails proved to be completely effete when she tried to type on her computer. So there you go, another arrow for your quiver of vocabulary. Have fun using it because it's never effete to be well spoken.
Okay, there we go. The finance minister has been talking. Just before the news review, let's see if we can do a quick recap of some of the main things he said.
Syndication loan expected in the last quarter of 2022, which will promote the cocoa sector, will further help us build our foreign exchange reserves and provide a strong buffer for the cedi in the last quarter of the year. Additionally, the Bank of Ghana has introduced enhanced measures such as a special foreign exchange auction for bulk distribution companies and a gold purchase program to contain the depreciation of the cedi, which is now slowing down. With regards to the committee, coming from all of you, no, it will not delay. I mean, I think if I were to even listen to Bloomberg and Joy, you seem to have the answers for what this is going to entail. So within the confines of this period, that we are in discussions, we will be able to come up. We expect them to be able to come up with input ideas as to where we should be going.
You guys seem to have all the answers.
Yeah, well, what can we say? What can we do?
The finance minister says, well, if you listen to Joy, you get all the answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So listen to Joy.
Exactly. That's where you have to be. To get all the answers of what is happening as we engage the IMF.
All right.
I mean, even though I have another, view about what he said, but that's for another day.
Oh, why not? For today,
No,
tell
another
us, what's
day.
your view?
Let's keep going.
You,
Like a rolling stone.
because we've got no stopping time.
I tell you.
Kojo the hustler. All right, so the news review is brought to you now by Milo Energy. To go further, Enterprise Life's Family Income Security Plan. Enterprise, your advantage. Who starts?
Let me start with the Ghanaian Times. And it's reporting this morning, IMF negotiations restoring macroeconomic stability is our main goal. This is the finance minister. Of course, we heard sounds from him too early on, and the very fact that, you know where to get the right information. Let's strengthen ICC to prevent conflicts around the world. That's what President Acquah has been saying. Stop food waste for people and the planet. This International Day of Awareness of Food Loss and Waste. That's what they're actually talking about there. Police probe killing of female house help at Amoah. So this is somewhere in the Ashanti region, in the Ofori municipality, and there is one about 18 suspects arrested over war killings. So the security men issues that now the number has been pushed up to 18. And there is a very terrible road accident that happened, 6 injured in road crash on Doma Brekum Road, also in the Ghanaian Times today.
The Business Finder newspaper reports analysis of debts not concluded to warrant debt sustainability talks, says Ken Oforiatta, the finance minister. Demand for petroleum product records 41% increase in 2021, according to the NPA CEO. And Energy Minister seeks investors for Ghana's 5 oil blocks in USA.
Well, let's get to the daily graphic for this morning. Government IMF negotiations, transparent engagement are focus. That's according to Finance Minister Ken Oforiatta. He's been talking about how they would immediately get to work to engage key stakeholders in the financial services sector, and also engage civil society organizations, social partners, that's labor unions and persons in academia. Security strategy on Galamsey undergoes revision. Okay, long overdue. President calls on US, China, India to join ICC. Okay. And don't be swayed by unjustified criticism. That's the Chief Justice inspiring judges, according to the Daily Graphic. The back page, government to distribute 2 million cook stores in 7 years. And Kolibu inaugurates new diagnostic center. I was hoping to see, Asante Kotoko beating in Swatreman. And so with just 2 games, they just have...
Which team is that?
It's a new team in the Ghana Premier League.
First division or...
No, if you do not know. New team in the Ghana Premier League, beaten by Asante Kotoko. So out of the 2 matches, we have 4 points. You have played 3 matches and you have 2 points. Just a reminder. Let's continue.
In Swatrem.
Now, the Daily Guide is reporting this morning, support Ghana to industrialize. This is Trade and Industry Minister Alan Chemartin saying so. A little bit too late to do so, right? After 6 and going to the 7th year, as for the support, it has always been there. That's why I have one district, one factory.
But I don't think it's ever too late. Let's be fair. That's the kind of advertising that you don't stop doing even when you are on a budget.
I see.
You must continue to remind people that it makes sense to put your money here.
Except that the action is required only for one place.
No, but Raymond,
but as for advertising, it's not Max Fuga who has to also come and run the newsroom.
Yes,
right.
That's true.
Yes, someone has to sell the company, while the country, while someone else also does the work.
Yeah,
weeds the farm. So for him, trade minister, I expect even more of this from him.
Okay.
Since the 1950s, we've been talking about this. And so it's important we continue talking about it.
Oh, I see.
If there's anything like governing from the books, that's what the books will tell you.
I see. At some point when we stop talking and we see the evidence on the ground.
So, you see, you're very right. We must see the evidence on the ground. But the evidence will start from your talking. Unfortunately for us, we have talked too much. Sometimes when you even say it, we don't believe it. Look, because we have talked about, we have, 106 factories in operation. I think it's more now. I think about 120 now.
Yeah.
Then you see, okay, so all of these are supposed to be doing something to all of us, isn't it? We've talked about import substitution. This should be leading to a reduction in our imports. We shouldn't be having a balance of payment issue when we're doing all these things well. So if you look at all of them and still you're facing the current problems, then you ask, like we say in Ghana, did we go or did we come? I know you
I was Empire for 94.7.
Anyway, there's another one. Government austerity measures on course. This is the finance minister saying. So the very things we introduced earlier in the year, the finance minister says they are really delivering the results that we want them actually to deliver. And there's a broad package for everybody in the IMF program. That's what he's promising. I'm just waiting for the day that they'll share it on the website of the ministry. And they put a lot of information there. Or share it to everybody. We can all read it. We can all be part of the conversation. And this stakeholder in conversation, when will they reach media people? We also heavy stakeholders in this country. Well, except you.
But
think
even that, I was listening to Dr. Kesel Atuforsen, who said it wasn't a consultation; it was a brief on the state
this
of
is
the
where
economy.
we are.
Exactly.
What do you think
It
we should
wasn't
do?
a conversation that he could make
he says that
inputs into.
the detail of the measures were not shared.
Oh, I see.
So they don't know what the measures are. So they can't say we have weighed in on the measures or we have contributed or given our views on the measures. Because the measures were not shared. The details of the measures were not shared. That's
see.
what Kesel Atuforsen says. Right?
Okay.
Finance Minister says we've consulted them.
Anyway, criticize judges fairly. That's what the Chief Justice is saying. And fossil fuels to remain in short term. That's what the Vice President is also saying. There is an interesting story in the very page of 12. How Ghana can use nursing practitioner training program to solve its doctor-patient ratio. It's a very, very interesting one. There's also one about Mamavi, your very interesting story. This IP issue. So GTA, the Ghana Tourism Authority. Then the musician called Kirani Ayat in Anna, is that how they say it? Yeah, in copyright Buhaha. So the guy says, you used my product without my permission. The GTA says, no, we engage a certain agency. So they are the ones who gave us permission to do it. In fact, they did a video for us. The agency said, no, please. There are terms that we didn't breach in there. We did a video for you to see. We didn't ask you to put it out there. So you putting it out there is a very different engagement that you want to do. But the gentleman insists he still has not given permission to neither GTA or the the agency. Yeah, the agency in this case. So, I mean, it's a bit unclear.
It's when I read the statement from the agency. So this is something that they did, and you could also do same, just to present it to the Ghana Tourism Authority to see what they could do with other contents.
That's true.
And so this was supposed to remain, if you like, in the boardroom, presentation to them. And then before they know it, the thing is out there.
Yeah. That's what they're saying.
The agency says they actually told the Ghana Tourism Authority that this is not for your use.
Yeah.
If that is the case, that was the case, and the Ghana Tourism Authority went ahead and, got the president to use this as his advert. Today, the Ghana Tourism Authority, the leaders there, should not be responding to queries. They should have been fired long. They've disgraced the president.
But somebody should be
And see
going to
the
courts.
BBC story. The BBC story was more like, Ghana president accused of stealing, intellectual
they disgraced the president.
of all the things that you could, in these times.
So you see, we talked about it yesterday. Nobody gets fired. Nobody gets corrected. That's it.
Because it will be shocking that the entire GT, the tourism authority, will not have basic appreciation of intellectual property.
Okay, so here's the thing. Actually, there is a need for a lot of appreciation of intellectual property across this country.
I agree, though.
For those who create content, to those who use it, government, media houses, there is a need for a lot of education on intellectual property, because sometimes the lines are very blurred. It's an area of legal expertise for which we have very, very little resource. We don't have that many people who are copyright, law experts, but we need the information. We need the information, so that we avoid some things like this. It's embarrassing. All right. Online review brought to you by Zenith Bank in your best interest, Goil Good Energy, and Big O Drink.
Now, Goil, your oil marketing company of choice, keeps making life ever so convenient. Goil now accepts Momo for all fuel purchases at key selected stations. Just remember to Momo it at Goil. That's not all. You can also use your bank card to buy fuel at Goil, and this is made possible by ABSA. So drive to Goil stations now, buy your fuel, pay by Momo or a bank card, and you're good to go. Visit Goil social media platforms to know more about the service stations you can conveniently use Momo. Goil, good energy, Goil. Yeah, you did.
Right, so let's get into it now and see.
Yep. We shall also be blessed with Ghana Miracle. Finance Minister speaks on economy recovery. Okay, UTAG, that was on myjoyonline.com. That's the big story there, the top story there. On citynewsroom.com, UTAG threatens strike over book and research allowance. We have to have another conversation about this allowance and other research issues. Okay, CNN has Poland tightened abortion laws. It didn't count on where help would come from next. So I suppose foreign partners hitting back at Poland because of their abortion laws. Details on CNN's website. Right now,
time for the BBC News brought to us by Fidelity Bank.